We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5, in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game, the Jets at the Browns, Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Complete outright to Kurtz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Anuno's got it, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue
on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL, the first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC, none as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL, I'm here.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about a season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready. 319. 319. Motion, motion, motion. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. I got him. He's moving, boys, he's moving. And 58 is a Mike.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? 3rd and long. It's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Lorenzo Malden able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
All right, here we go.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set. Landed.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Slow. Slow.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Four down.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Slow.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Taylor will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Whitehead, the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Taylor on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Whitehead, the return. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Taylor. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
A run for Nick Chubb, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go with Chubb on second down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Taylor now to throw on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold on first down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready. 319. 319.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to kick out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. So very fortunate to get that one back.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action now. Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Z. Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs. Go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. The first NFL touchdown for Georgia's Nick Chubb. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Whitehead, the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Atama Rubin getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Green, 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got Curse. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Detroit! Detroit!
To the air again, Darnold. Breaks through the contact. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first down, Darnold. And this is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Look at 56. Green 39. 56. Green 39.
Darnold on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Slow.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Whitehead, the return. And the Jets set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete here on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Single. Slam. Z. Ready.
First throw in overtime now for Taylor. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Two jet. Slow.
Play action, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep now for Lynn. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.